House lawmakers expected to get a full briefing on the attempted Trump assassination today, as this comes as lawmakers plan to introduce a bipartisan bill to boost Secret Service protection for presidential candidates.
New York Congressman Mike Lawler is introducing that bipartisan legislation, and he joins us now. Sorry, Todd, I almost just cut you out of the whole segment entirely. Congressman, good morning to you. So it's you and Congressman Richie Torres, Democrat, who are introducing this legislation. It would boost Secret Service protection for all major presidential candidates, RFK Jr., Donald Trump, and President Biden. Tell us about this effort.
Well, look, but for the grace of God, we were a millimeter away from a very different conversation. And thankfully, Donald Trump survived this assassination attempt. Our elections should be determined by votes at the ballot box, not by violence at a rally. And it is incumbent upon the United States government to ensure the safety and well-being of these candidates for president, inclusive of Robert F. Kennedy, whose family was twice victim to an assassin's bullet. And it's unconscionable what happened on Saturday. And I think the Secret Service needs to ensure the safety of these candidates, regardless of the outcome in November, or regardless of whether or not they think somebody is viable. The reality is we cannot have this happen in America. And so it is critically important that we move expeditiously. And if the president isn't going to, automatically make this happen, then we need to pass legislation to ensure that all of these candidates have enhanced security. President Trump's security detail is nowhere near what it was while he was president of the United States. And obviously, there are significant questions that are being raised and need to be answered, including how an assassin would get on a rooftop with a clear line of sight to the former president and be able to get a shot off. I mean, it is absolutely outrageous what happened on Saturday, and there needs to be a full investigation and accountability for it, because this never, ever should have happened. That any novice could have figured out that a rooftop with an elevated perch overlooking the stage would be, place number one that somebody would need to secure to ensure that no gunman had a clear shot at the president.
President Trump's team allegedly requested more protection. Secret Service is denying that it rejected that request. The big takeaway is, regardless of what that answer is, the fact that your bill, the proposed changes in your bill, aren't already the standard is wrong. And hopefully a bipartisan vote will change that. And finally, before we let you go, Secret Service says it's not making any changes to the RNC security plan after Saturday's shooting. About 45 seconds to you, Congressman. Are you comfortable with that? You're headed there right after this interview.
Look, I have confidence, obviously, in law enforcement. They do a phenomenal job day in, day out, protecting our communities. I know this has been 18 months in the work. Obviously, all precaution should be taken. Frankly, I don't think they should be telegraphing any changes they may make. And I think, obviously, they should be reevaluating after Saturday's incident to make sure that they have beefed up security, expanded the zone, and to make sure, obviously, that there are no possibilities of an incident occurring. Yeah. So obviously, I don't think they should be telegraphing what they're doing, but certainly I would hope that based on what occurred on Saturday, that they would reevaluate everything and make sure that all precaution is taken.
Maybe making some changes behind the scenes, but they are displaying confidence that they have everything under control. The direct quote from one of the officials that spoke at the press conference yesterday was, "We got this," and we sure hope they do. Congressman Lawler, thank you so much for joining us. All right, now let's send it over to Loris Jones.